So what was it like watching Clay be Clay again, like he was in the fourth quarter?
It was awesome. I mean, we needed it, obviously, and right place, right time, confidence to take those shots. Thing I'm most, excited about or proud of, or it was great to see just knowing how last game ended, how much he wanted to perform down the stretch. That's how basketball goes. Obviously, you make some, miss some, but the confidence I talk about all the time. And if there's anybody else that exudes that, like, at the level it should be, is Clay. And it's great to see the crowd get into it. Great to see him just live in the moment. And it was a special 12 minutes for sure.
You guys were sitting next to each other on the bench in the fourth quarter, and then he gets up and he like bounces to the scores table. Like he was really excited to get to go back in. Did you feel his eagerness to get back in the game while you're next to him?
You feel that all the time. He's a competitor. He's a gamer. And it's still early in his comeback, but every night is a step in the right direction. And for him to have that energy, that confidence in himself, and nothing else matters at that moment, just hooping. And he's been so far away from that for so long. So I'm just happy that he's able to see the benefit of all the work he's put in to his body, to his game, and things are starting to look pretty solid from his standpoint.
In some ways, this is nothing new for you. You've seen this before. But have you developed a situation where you can kind of feel what's coming when he hits a couple of shots in a row?
Yeah, but even if he's missing, there's always that next one. It's the same exact thing, but I don't know which shot it was. It was one that he actually missed, and I just saw the shot he took, and it was like, that's a guy that has one thing on his mind and has another level of confidence. I'm gonna keep saying that word, like that's all it is, and just enjoying what he does, enjoying shooting the basketball like nobody else.
Did you feel like you got that foul late before LeBron went off the shot?
Well, you said late?
No, do you feel like you got it before?
Oh, absolutely.
I've been late in the game.
Absolutely.
Steve kind of said you guys still kind of need to work on those type of situations. Obviously, you think you got it before, but that is the second straight time you guys have messed up the foul up three stuff.
I plead the fifth.
Steph, you mentioned the crowd getting into it the way they did when Clay got hot. How would you describe what that's like when he gets hot, and how it seems sort of a different energy than when you get hot? I mean, I don't know if it's not better or worse, it's different. Do you feel anything? I mean, how do you feel when he gets in that groove and the crowd goes wild as opposed to when you do?
It's a tough question for me to answer because when it's you going nuts, you don't really have time to think about the decibel level, or I don't know how to describe how different it is. It's an amazing atmosphere no matter what. And I love just watching the show. So from my vantage point, it's just dope just to watch him, get hot like that, especially in the moment that he did. And we've seen it a lot of different, times and a lot of different ways. But I don't know how you would describe the difference. I loved it. I'm curious.
You asking him?
Yeah, no. I don't get my vocab, get my adjectives right. I don't know.
What's Kuminga showing you guys, obviously, in the last week or so? And Curry, even tonight, just basically said he's in the rotation. He's in the playoff rotation. What are you guys seeing specifically from Kuminga?
His constant effort, and obviously we know his athleticism, and that shows some of the finishes he has and the way he can run the court and all that type of stuff. But just in the meat of the game, he's trying to fly around. He's trying to do the right things on both ends of the floor. I think offensively, he's starting to see patterns a little bit better where if, he has a shot that's open, you take it. If you don't, You can drive and maybe play make, put some pressure on the defense. You do that. If you don't have anything, move the ball, move your body, and something good will happen. And that's the next level, especially as you get deeper into the season, as you get into the playoffs where you get scouted a little bit, they know your sets and you still have to execute. Like seeing those patterns will help. So I think there's a play. He got the dunk on the N1. I was dribbling around like Curly Neal, and next thing I know, he's back cutting from the right spot at the right time, and I get to hit him, and he finishes like probably nobody else on our team could. So those little moments, we want to keep stacking those, together, so that when he is called on down the stretch in the playoffs, he knows how to make an impact.
Steph, LeBron passed Kareem tonight for the all-time scoring list with regular season and playoffs combined. I mean, you've played against LeBron for a really, really long time now. Just what does that benchmark or milestone mean?
I mean, it's wild to think about, like how many games he's played, how long he's been doing it. The longevity of it all is just it's legendary, obviously. So when you're in that position where you've played, that many games, you've been in so many different playoff runs. Obviously, he's won championships and done it year after year after year. I don't know if there's no real end in sight, I don't think, but that's a pretty special accomplishment. I know he's probably got his eyes set on the actual scoring list or whatever it is. I don't know how far he's off from that, but it's crazy to think about.
We haven't talked to you since the deadline. I'm just curious if you had any thoughts on what was the mega move of the deadline that even had so many layers to it, but included, obviously, impacted your brother.
I had to change my favorite teams in my phone, get the alerts from Philly to Brooklyn. So it's obviously a big move, big splash. I know he's kind of caught in the crossfire of Philly making a move like that, and because he loved it there and loved playing, and they were playing well. But you obviously got to make that move, and it's a win-win for him. Hopefully, he can still be on a contender and be impactful, in the playoff, chase with Brooklyn. So excited to see him in a new uni.
Steph, apart from the crowd's energy, when Clay gets in those grooves, what do you see in him? Steve mentioned maybe a look on his face or a bounce in his step, but you're out there in the court with him. How does he seem different when he gets in that kind of zone?
I mean, it's just kind of, find a word, kind of like majestic in the sense of like, he has a calmness on his face, and he'll show you some wild celebrations. We talked about that, but when the shot's going up, hold it, follow through, have that kind of like stoic look on his face, and he's just about his business. But then everything starts to just possession after possession after possession, it just starts to flow. And so it's an amazing show. I know we all, like I said, have seen it before and gonna see it again. It's an amazing show, and I'm just happy that he's back able to do it.
You mentioned celebrations. It looked like he broke out a brief shimmy, which he obviously.
Really?
Yes, he did.
I'm gonna go look that one up.
So you didn't see it, obviously.
I missed that one.
Steph, for a while there, you seem to be back to your regular shooting ways. I know you aren't worried about your shot, but what's been the difference in the last maybe 3 games? Is it the defense, or how would you characterize it?
Who we played before New York? Oh, that game. No, shots out. Tonight they did a good job of trying to send a lot of pressure to the 3-point line. I got to the paint and to the lane a lot more than I have pretty much this whole season. So trying to take what the defense gives me on that front. I had missed some good ones early that I from 3 that I would take and usually make. So outside of that, there was no. It's a way different feeling I have right now than I did late December, early January, where We're kind of searching. It's just I got good shots to just miss them. Even the last one I took tonight, when that ball was in the air, nobody could tell me that was not going in. That's the confidence I want to have in myself and, keep shooting.
Rams or Bengals?
Ooh. Is it Joe Shiesty? Is that his nickname? I'm going with the Bengals. Going with the Bengals. I like the fact that if they got to win, I think he has to play out of his mind more so than the other side. So I like that storyline a lot better.
All right, let's just do one Zoom. Maria, go ahead.
Hi, Steph. Hope you're well. As you might be aware, Clay tonight led the team with 33 points, and he even came clutch today. So from your perspective, how have you seen Clay's progress since he's back?
Every game he's getting better. Every game he's finding a good rhythm. I think tonight, if I'm not mistaken, he's 6 for 10 in the fourth quarter. So, he didn't start off as well as he probably wanted to, but he stayed with it and came up when it mattered most. So as he increases his minutes and continues to get comfortable back on the floor night after night after night, it's only going to keep, getting better from here. So we are a lucky bunch to have number 11 back for sure.